Liverpool fans may soon experience one of those moments that blend emotion, nostalgia, and a touch of farewell. Andy Robertson, the captain of the Scottish national team and one of Anfield's most beloved modern heroes, is reportedly giving serious thought to a return to his boyhood club, Celtic. Sources close to the player claim that the 31-year-old left-back is open to a pre-contract agreement that could see him return to Glasgow as early as January. A move that, if completed, would likely become one of the most emotional stories in European football this season. Robertson, who joined Liverpool from Hull City in 2017, quickly became a cornerstone of the club's golden era under Jurgen Klopp. Years of triumph, sweat, and consistency defined his time, crowned by titles that marked a generation: 2 Premier Leagues, a Champions League, and virtually every major domestic and international trophy. More than just a player, Robertson became a symbol of determination, loyalty, and heart, the kind of athlete who never leaves fans indifferent. But time catches up even with the greats, and the Scotsman seems to feel that the end of a chapter is approaching. With manager Arne ushering in a new era at Liverpool, the team has been undergoing a deep transformation focused on renewal and fresh energy. The Dutch coach has placed his faith in young talents, among them 21-year-old Hungarian Milos Kerkez, signed from Bournemouth for around £40 million. The message is clear. Liverpool are building for the future, and Robertson, with over 340 appearances for the club, can see his horizon narrowing. Still, there's no bitterness in his tone. On the contrary, there's a sense of calm and gratitude surrounding his potential decision. Those close to him say Celtic has always been Andy's true love. Born and raised in Glasgow, he grew up idolising the hoops, dreaming of one day wearing the green and white again, the colours of his childhood. Between 2003 and 2009, he was part of Celtic's youth academy before taking a different path in Scottish football. Now, at 31, he sees a rare opportunity to end his career where it all began, in a story that feels almost poetic. A source close to the player summed it up perfectly. It's the only move that really makes sense for him personally. Andy wants to give something back to Scottish football. He wants to finish where he started. The statement reflects not only Andy's emotional connection, but also his sense of purpose. After all, few players have the chance to return home carrying the prestige and legacy he has built at one of the biggest clubs in the world. From Celtic's perspective, the excitement is immense. The club is already preparing the groundwork for a possible pre-contract deal in January, which would allow Robertson to return on a free transfer next summer, once his Liverpool season concludes. It would be a smart, respectful move, enabling him to say goodbye to Anfield with honour while planning his homecoming to Parkhead, where he would undoubtedly be welcomed as a hero. Celtic see him as the perfect piece to bring balance to a defence that has been inconsistent in recent weeks, and as an inspirational figure for the young fullbacks emerging from their academy. However, there are those who believe Liverpool haven't completely given up on keeping him. Internally, there remains a possibility of a 1-year contract extension. Despite the squad overhaul, Arne greatly values Robertson's experience. The Scotsman is considered a pillar in the dressing room, a leader capable of guiding the younger players through this transition period. A source from within the Merseyside club said they'd love to keep him to ensure a smooth handover between generations, but Andy knows his body and his legacy. He knows when it's time to take the next step.
Currently sidelined with a minor injury, Robertson has chosen silence regarding his future. Even without public statements, his affection for Celtic is an open secret. Reports suggest he's been spotted quietly attending some of their matches, and in past interviews he's praised the unbreakable spirit of the Scottish side. The emotional pull of a return seems increasingly difficult to resist. If the move does happen, it would carry even deeper symbolism. Robertson would reunite with Callum McGregor, his teammate from the Scottish national squad and one of Celtic's current leaders. Together they could form an experienced, homegrown backbone, reinforcing Scottish pride at a pivotal moment in the club's journey. For Liverpool fans, even the thought of losing Robertson stirs both sadness and admiration. He's not just a footballer, he's part of the identity of modern Liverpool. A player who embodied the Anfield spirit, who ran every blade of grass, who never hid when things got tough, and who led by example. His name is already etched in the club's history, and no matter what happens next, his bond with the supporters is eternal. Arne Slot's arrival has brought fresh energy to Merseyside. The Dutch coach has a more methodical attacking style, but he's pragmatic enough to understand that generational changes are inevitable. He acknowledges Robertson's value as both leader and symbol, but must also lay the foundation for the Liverpool of tomorrow. It's a fine balance between renewal and tradition, and somewhere along that line, the Scotsman's destiny is quietly, inevitably unfolding. As January draws closer, the situation takes on the feel of a footballing soap opera. Celtic, driven by emotion, believe they hold the sentimental advantage. Liverpool, more pragmatic, weigh the worth of experience and loyalty. And Robertson, torn between past and present, seems to hear the call of the green and white stands of Glasgow, a call that comes not from his career, but from his soul. Whatever his decision, one thing is certain: Andy Robertson has already written his name in history. His journey, from the modest pitches of Scotland to the summit of Europe, is the kind of story that inspires generations. Now he may be about to live its most human and moving chapter yet, the return home. Celtic fans are already dreaming of seeing him back in the number 3 shirt, charging up and down the left flank of the legendary Celtic Park as the anthem echoed through the cold Glasgow air. Liverpool supporters, meanwhile, braced themselves for the possible farewell of a hero who gave everything. And football, as always, is grateful for stories like these, full of emotion, belonging, and that rare kind of love that transcends the game itself. Because in the end, it's not just about transfers or contracts, it's about destiny. And Andy Robertson's, it seems, is once again painted in green and white.